last
Game
couple of
one.
losses to
I'm in.
Chris Haworth.
0-0.
Hasn't beaten him in a couple of years. Point one underway. Fed
And
goes
right
to the
away,
corner.
I think you're going to see Fed move in. I believe on the last, we did the last match when they played each other, and I was stunned
0-0.
by the amount of time that Federico stayed back and tried to play tennis with Chris, which don't think is going to work out in his favor most of the time.
Battle from the kitchen.
Point.
To your point, yeah, we called that match together in Cincinnati where these two last met.
Yeah, and in talking with Fed, I think, he just felt like he was getting passed a lot recently
1-0.
against me and against others as well. And so he made it, to stay back a little bit more. But I think he took that to a little bit of an extreme in the last
Side
match
out.
against Chris.
Yeah, Chris Haworth had somewhat of a coming out party against Federico Staksrud. That was in 2024 at the Texas Open. As you remember, he knocked
0-1.
Fed out in the semifinals. These two met in the final in Orange County last year, as well as nice thread the needle there for Chris Haworth. Met in the bronze medal match as well in Kansas City. And most recently mentioned it this year in the quarters. Chris Haworth 1 in 3, but had to battle.
1-1.
Yep. And that's the issue, is that when he's on like that, he can curl the balls as well as anybody there. So you might look to see Fed stay back here on this ball.
2-1.
Jeez,
Nope.
an imposing serve.
Point.
Ball gets on you quick.
3-1. Point.
More raw power on the serve. Hot start for Haworth.
Yeah, he's a big boy too. I mean, when he loads up, you can see he really uses his
4-1.
legs to get underneath the ball and just drive through it. Looks like effortless power.
Point.
So you see Fed stayed back on the first return. Now, I don't hate that play. I think he still wants to move his way in, but I think he has to be a little more patient about it. Chris just hitting the ball with so much pace. I think he has the wind at his back right now. Again, it's not a tremendous amount of wind, but this is a plastic ball, so any amount of wind affects the game.
Side out.
You can see there, Chris sailed the last couple of forehands. Not able to get him down.
1-5.
Not such a good return.
Side out.
What was particularly good about it?
Just the way that he stepped into the ball. And again, Chris isn't going to move forward on that ball, but if you're able to put the ball within a foot of the baseline, there's not much the opponent can do.
Side out.
Wow, right back at you from Federico Staksrud.
Looks like it just catches the outside of the line there. Good call from Chris. I think he looked up at me to see if it was in. I thought it was in.
1-5.
That's
Oh, wow.
Point.
That's one way to neutralize the length on the other side. How about that work from Staksrud?
Yeah, good patience again. He ultimately found his way forward, but he waited until he got the right ball, and he still had to hit a pretty incredible volley there to win the point.
So the draw ahead of this one. Winner gets the young
2-5.
Johnny G in the quarters.
Side
Not
out.
much that time. Ball back to Haworth. Any expectations here from return to third and otherwise?
5-2.
I think you're going to see him stay back here again.
Oh,
A little wide.
Side out.
Yeah, especially right now with Federico hitting into the wind. It's actually pretty difficult to hit an approach shot well when you're Chris with that ball with the wind at your back.
2-5.
Easier to hit a passing shot from behind the baseline probably. So I like Fed staying back on that first ball.
Point.
pulls within 2 to Staksrud.
Three, 5. Point.
So much slice on that ball, just pushes it a little bit wide.
4-5.
Oh, again, that corner has been faithful to Federico Staksrud in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's one of Chris's favorite shots, kind of rolling that ball back cross, although I think the degree of difficulty there just to push that line probably would have been a little bit less.
Ball was out. Haworth might challenge.
Point.
Nope.
I think he is challenging,
Yeah,
and I didn't have a clear view of it, but even if it is indeed out, I think this needs a little bit of a break here. Momentum has clearly shifted. So.
We'll proceed with video review.
Well.
After review, the result of the rally is overturned. The ball was in. Lost a challenge. No free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. We will resume play at side out 5-5.
Happy to have the replay review here on championship court. Again, so hard for players to make their own line calls. Glad we got it right.
Time in. 5-5.
Too much pace.
Point.
Haworth inching ahead by 1.
6-5.
Wow. Not going to miss that.
Point.
The way he hits the ball, part of the reason his passing shots are so elite is because he holds it for a really long time.
Right.
It's very difficult to tell where he's going with that.
7-5.
This doesn't even seem like he needs to use his legs that much either.
No, he generates so much paddle speed that it really doesn't matter. He does. I mean, he's definitely pressing off the ground to generate force, but he probably swings the paddle faster than anybody else out there.
Ooh, Haworth hopped in to take it first after a forehand baseline grind ensues.
Five, 8.
Nice
really good
ball.
volley.
Point.
Full stretch volley, just sticks the paddle out there and finds the line.
6-8.
Ball by any means. Yeah, just tries to check swing it a little bit. He's got that wind at his back. Got to finish your swing to bring it back in there. Yeah, just rushes it, runs through it.
Fed will take advantage of a couple of misses from Haworth that we did not see this start of game 1.
Yeah, it's easy to miss those approaches.
We're going to step on game 1, but Federico Staksrud committed to his game plan, hanging right in.
Yeah, just sails it a little bit long.
Yeah, not letting Haworth get to the line either, it seems, Alex.
Well, Fed can pretty much, at this point, swing as hard as he wants without fear for the ball going out. A lot of times it's easier to play when you're hitting into the wind.
Point. Ten-8. Point.
I think that one probably was out, but
Challenge.
Chris is going to use his challenge. Why not?
How about that? It's good news for all involved. Here is the official verdict.
After review, the result of the rally is overturned. The ball was in. Lost a challenge. No free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. That loss of challenge results in a technical warning. We will resume play at side out 8-10.
We'll see if he goes body here. He was toying with a wider serve, around a 64 out wide on the corner here on the even side, not as much today.
Yeah, I've seen him hit that one. Really just pulls you off the court. How good is that?
Staksrud bull rushes the kitchen first, but Haworth finds the pass.
It's a good volley, too. Chris curls it around the net. All right, this is a big point here.
Ooh.
Wow.
Man.
Elite movement from both players.
You called it, Alex. 2 straight points for Haworth. And if that ball went over, we'll never know what would have happened.
Yeah, this is, again, singles is a game of runs always, and both these guys have went on their respective runs, but we'll see who can finish the deal here. I think Chris is going to have a lot of confidence going into this point. That's his bread and butter.
Point.
Staksrud left the door open down the line, and Haworth busted through it. Game point the other way. Wow.
Getting so much shape on that ball from Chris. Looks like it's going to sail wide and drops in by a few feet.
11-10.
Wow.
Haworth
Point game.
rallies
Timeout.
back to take game 1, 4 straight.
Game
points in a
2,
row.
time in,
Good
0-0.
mental resiliency there from the big guy.
Point.
And that's a tough one for Federico to swallow. You got 2 game points. You know, this is a guy you haven't beaten in 100 years. How do you shake it off
1-0.
and retain your confidence out here? That's not going to work.
Side out.
Again, there looks like there's a door open when you're trying to go down the line on Chris. He
0-1.
closes it as fast as anybody does.
Point. 1-1.
It's a really good return and a little bit
Point.
of luck on the end of Haworth. I'm pretty sure I just heard Alea Jansen roll.
2-1.
Oh my goodness. Oh, tough luck for Staksrud. Pitches it to the corner, wide open. Gets robbed off the tape.
Yeah, that's one of those where my paddle may be in the woods after a sequence like that.
3-1.
You play about as well as you can play. 2 let courts in a row. Miss volley off the top of the net, and he's clearly frustrated here. This is where you can get in trouble against Chris when he starts rolling.
Serve, count it for Haworth, and Fed has had enough. Walks to the bench, takes a timeout. What do you think he's most frustrated with at this point in game 2?
I think it's a whole host of things.
Yeah.
I think the 2 let cord, always there. When he's rolling, you're in trouble. This is now or never for Fed. He's got to get a side out and try to get some momentum back, because right now it's one-way traffic.
Earns it back there.
Out.
Miss.
Yeah, it looked
from
like the
Haworth.
return was about right off the line.
One six. Point.
2 straight
Rejected.
misses. Yeah. The guaranteed rate sign.
Yeah, I hit the bottom of that sign
You did?
a couple of times yesterday.
And how does that feel?
It's not a great sound to hear immediately after contact, I'll tell you that.
It's the sound of rejection.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Side out.
Putting a bit,
Okay.
sends it deep.
Just a misstep.
6-2. Point.
Fed all out of sorts here. Couple wrong steps. Couple balls off the end of the frame.
7-2.
Yeah, that's not where he wants to be.
Point.
In terms of,
Yeah, Chris approaching with heavy spin to his backhand. He's
8-2.
improved his two-hander tremendously, but that's still not his bread and butter.
yeah.
But it is Chris's bread and butter.
You mentioned
Point.
it stronger on the backhand, but a beauty on the forehand for Haworth. He can pass you from just about anywhere.
He can, and again, when he's confident, there's nobody that hits the ball cleaner by you.
Nine two.
Spreads out
Side out.
Staksrud to the strength to the right, throws in some spin, sends it deep, does Haworth. You see the intent, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a
2-9.
rally, keep him back. I think Chris is feeling pretty good about his chances right now.
Side out.
Looking for a meeting
9-2.
with John Lucian Goins.
Don't think they've ever played. Two pretty good friends of mine, so that'll be a fun one.
Volley, Haworth is there, goes for broke. What a shot.
Point.
Match point, Haworth. Started in the 40s with his seeding, and now working his way up.
Yeah, I think everybody on tour knows he's a top 5,
Yeah.
top
10-2.
6 singles player on tour here, so.
15 won't last for long,
Point.
especially
Game
with a
match.
quarterfinal run at a cup. What did you see in summary from the domination of Chris Haworth over Federico Staksrud?
Yeah, I think Fed was a little bit frustrated coming off of game 2. Felt